Ella wiped down the last table of the evening, her shoulders aching and her spirit heavy. The cafe around her hummed with the soft buzz of clinking dishes and the low murmur of departing customers. She glanced at the clock, 10:58 p.m. Only 2 minutes until closing. Everyone else long gone. She was alone. Again. By day, Ella worked 2 jobs, at the cafe and as a receptionist at a nearby clinic. Between them came the endless commute, the stacks of bills, and the quiet dread of wondering how long she could keep going. She was 27, single, living in a shared apartment, enduring the gnawing exhaustion of honest work. The customers saw her smile at the counter, they didn't see the late nights or the trembling in her hands when she paid rent. Each shift ended with her wiping tables, polishing away the mess others left behind, literally and metaphorically trying to clean up her life one surface at a time. The bell jangled again at 10:59. Ella looked up, expecting no one. A man walked in, tired-looking, with a small boy tucked under one arm. The little boy's pajamas peeped out of their coats, blue and white stripes, and his bare feet had no shoes. Ella frowned, "This kid's too late." "We're closed," she said quietly, more out of surprise than anything. He halted, set the boy gently on the seat. "Just, please. 5 minutes." Ella sighed. "Okay." She unofficially reopened the cafe for them. The man approached the counter. "Could I get 2 hot chocolates and 1 chocolate chip muffin?" She looked at the boy's feet, dirty from the street. "Is he hungry?" she asked, her voice softer now. He swallowed hard. "Yes." She paused, then nodded. "Coming right up." As the machines warmed up, the man watched her move, graceful, despite exhaustion. The boy fiddled with his sleeve, looking at the steaming cups as if they were miracles. Ella placed the tray before them. The boy's eyes lit up, and he wrapped his small hands around the mug, breathing in the warmth before sipping. Ella caught her reflection in the glass door, her own weariness softened by his joy. The man cleared his throat. "Thank you." Ella shrugged, but her voice wavered. "No worries. Here." She handed him a muffin, warm and fresh. He looked at her, close to tears. "I'm Mike, and this is Jamie." "I'm Ella," she replied. "Nice to meet you." The boy smiled shyly. Mike sat down at a table near the counter. Ella watched him unwrap the muffin for the boy. Suddenly, he asked, voice low, "How much do I owe you?" Ella shook her head. "It's free. Consider it, early Christmas." Mike gazed at her. "Why?" His voice sounded bewildered, hurt even. "Why are you giving this to me?" Ella pressed her lips together. "Sometimes a small act matters more than its cost. Your son's cold. That's all." "Emma." His eyes flicked to the boy who sipped hot chocolate. "He's been sick. He woke up tonight crying from the cold. I didn't have money for a proper coat." Ella's heart lurched. Mike was a single dad, doing his best. She wiped her hands on her apron. I can help." "You want me to?" She hesitated, unsure. "If you need blankets, or a warm meal before bed. I know a shelter after hours that gives hot dinners." Mike stared. Tears shimmered. We've been on the streets for 3 nights. I lost my job a month ago. My daughter passed away 6 months back, cancer. I moved here with hope, to start fresh, but it's all unraveling." He paused. "I just wanted to give Jamie something warm tonight." Ella blinked back tears. She closed the distance and sat across from them. "You're doing the best you can." They talked. Jamie spilled chocolate all down his front. Ella laughed and fetched napkins. In those few minutes, the exhaustion of her life seemed to lift, replaced by something else, purpose. Her small kindness awakened something inside her she thought lost. She whispered to Mike about local charities, meals, job fairs. He scribbled notes, thanking her. You gave me hope. She finished wiping tables, but now her steps felt lighter. Ella decided to do more. After work, she went to the shelter, talked to the manager, and arranged 2 warm dinners for Mike and Jamie. She dug into her savings and bought a new coat and a pair of shoes for the boy. Not much. But enough. When Mike returned to the cafe the next night, he found the coat and shoes on his table. A note, for Jamie, may he always stay warm. Ella. Mike sat, stunned. Jamie tried them on and giggled. They fit. Ella watched their joy and felt tears again. She let them flow. Mike stood and embraced Ella. You saved us. She shook her head. You saved me. Later, at the shelter, Mike signed up for a temporary job training program that Ella had recommended. He looked at her with determination. Word spread, the young server who helped a stray single father and child. Donations came in, small ones. A neighbor donated pajamas, a patron donated a computer for job searches. The community rallied. Ella found herself in the middle of something bigger than her cafe shifts. She had sparked hope. Ella and Mike sat together one evening at closing time. You know, Mike said, the world feels more human now. Ella nodded. That's what kindness does. It reminds us we're not alone. Jamie tugged her hand. Sit with us. Time passed. Mike and Jamie moved into a small apartment arranged through the shelter. Mike had a steady job, thanks partly to online training. Ella was promoted to shift supervisor, recognized not just for her work ethic but for her heart. They visited each other often. Jamie loved to help Ella wipe tables, and Ella bought him another coat for winter. On the anniversary of that first night, Mike and Jamie came back to the cafe with fresh flowers and cupcakes. Ella's eyes welled up as Mike said, "This is for you. Because you didn't just give us hot chocolate. You gave us hope." Ella realized that in the smallest acts, reopening your heart when someone needs it, offering warmth when others see only cold, you set in motion endless waves of kindness. A single moment can transform lives, his son's, and yours. And as she looked at Mike and Jamie, bathed in golden cafe light, she understood, humanity isn't a grand gesture. It's one warm mug at a time.